Hello everyone in Pulpo Conecta, this is Gil Cervantes. The NAMM Show has been such an incredible experience. Not only I had the chance to meet incredible people, old friends, new friends, brands, but one of the things that I really love about this event is that you get with your family. You get with people that you love, you get with people that you respect, and today is absolutely no exception because right now I'm here with a super top-notch jazz drummer that he's gonna blow your freaking brains as soon as you see him play. My man, directly from Italy, Peppe Merolla.
Ciao ragazzi, Peppe Merolla.
Peppe,
Nice to be
thank
here.
you very much for your time, man.
My pleasure.
And
my
for
pleasure.
letting me be in your private space, which I really thank very much.
Well, it's very kind of you to come here to my hotel room and spend some time and talk about what we did at NAMM and you know, I saw you interviewing and being all over the NAMM, everywhere, and everyone loved you. That's a wonderful thing.
Thank you, man. Yeah, and you know, we have been in contact online and everything, and I was like, Pepe, I have to see you, and I was
Here we are.
and I was expecting just a quick moment at the NAMM show, you know, like the ones that you have seen with myself and everything, and he was kind enough to tell me, no, come to my hotel, let's be quiet. So, oh, that means the world to me.
But guess what? There is nothing better than this. And then all the people, everyone is playing drums, is playing keyboards, is playing guitar. A lot of music, a lot of people talking. So this is a quiet time.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you end up really exhausted there, you know, in the head, mentally, physically. Yeah.
And plus my schedule was, as you can see, you know, it is very intense. For sure today.
Yeah, and Pepe here, well, we're gonna talk about a little bit about him, but I saw him play with the greatest keyboard player in the freaking world, Joey Francesco, and with the saxophone player Troy Robert. It was a pure musical orgasm. To be honest, they had a lot of crowd there at the discount booth, so
You know what
it was
is funny?
amazing.
It's funny because he said orgasm. Yeah, and Joey Francesco is one of the best, top-notchest organ player in the world. He's a dear friend. He's a wonderful human being. He's a mentor. And every time I'm on the bandstand with him, it's always a pleasure. I always learn something. I love playing with him. He's one of many people that I play with, and on and off. And I really enjoy playing his music. It's pure heart.
Yeah, and we're gonna put here some clips of that playing because wow, I'm sure that you're gonna be amazed as me. And you know, this is precisely what this channel Pulpo Conecta is about. We're trying to send a message to people to find their own artistic expression, to find their own way to canalize emotions, and at the same time, you know, put some business vision and make a living out of it while you enjoy it.
Of course.
So you know, you have seen interviews with many musicians these past days, but this is really special for me because Pepe has a huge trajectory. He has been all over the world, and what I would love for you to tell the audience is, I know that there are many, but what has been some of the greatest experience that you have had the chance to live thanks to your music?
Well, first of all, my first, a wonderful experience. It's also the first one.
Okay.
Is to meet some wonderful people from all over the planet. Today, especially today, I think what the world misses is goodwill, good meaning, good people, love, passion, and I was lucky enough, and I am lucky enough to meet some wonderful people every time I go play in the jazz club. I see people looking at me like this, and how you do this? And they come and they show their love. And I feel loved, and I'm blessed that I can really meet some wonderful people like you here.
Man.
And you know, the world needs this, really. Needs love and needs passion, music, everything that is involved into art.
Yeah.
Passion, instead of fighting and war and all that stuff. Music is a wonderful way to really come out and say, here we are. Just love us because we love you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think music, any kind of artistic expression, dance, even cooking, you know, cooking is an art. Life itself, it's art.
It is hard. I'm Italian.
Yeah.
See, now you're touching a very delicate, you know, I'm very picky with food. And when I am in, it's funny because when I was living with my mom when I was younger, you know, I always watched my grandmother cooking, my mother cooking, and I never, you know, learned how to cook. But when I moved from Italy, which was to United States, because I live in the United States now, I find out that cooking, first of all, is very relaxing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you have to be very creative.
Yeah.
I learned how to put on some Frank Sinatra, some Dean Martin, you know, open up a nice bottle of wine, listen to some great music, and just cook. You know, it's just like being creative with it. Put some love into it, you know.
Absolutely. And this is precisely one of the greatest topics that I wanted to cover because Pepe right now, he is all about happy times.
That's it.
It's all about love. It's all about, you know, putting, just like you said, all of those pieces of life, all that process, transform it, if it's in the kitchen, into a food, a dinner. If it's music, in something that will last hopefully more than forever, that is going to transcend. So I would really love if you could tell us a little bit what's in this CD.
Well, happy times. First of all, the reason why. Happy times. The reason why I called it happy times is because to make a record nowadays, since a lot of musicians, a lot of artists, you know, they promote themselves nowadays. It's not more the time that you're waiting for the record label to, you know, to get your product out. Happy times. Why? I was in New York City playing at a club in New York, and I was on the gig with the great Aaron Mayburn, Frank Lacey, Richie Cole, my dear brother friend John Farnsworth. Now, Freddie Hendrix on trumpet. No, I mean, you know, Aldo Farias on guitar.
Really big name.
Angelo Farias. Those two guys are two brothers from Italy. Angelo Farias, bass player. Aldo Farias is a wonderful guitar player. Two brothers, wonderful musicians. And Aaron Mayburn, which was the piano player for Wes Montgomery, live in Belgium in 1967. Richie Cole was the first alto saxophone player for Buddy Rich Big Band.
And you got it?
Yeah, it's in this record. That's Richie Cole. He's the one who, you know, the inventor in a way of, you know, the Manhattan Transfer and many other people. Richie Cole is an American jazz icon, and you know, on the gig with them, I was talking about this record, you know, and I said I'm trying to put together some music, try to book the studio. I want to make this record, and you know, John Farnsworth was the one who really hooked me up.
Okay.
And with those guys, you know, those masters, like Harold Mayburn, he's a master. And they said, the CD, you have to name it after Happy Times.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you.
Oh, that's my series. She's happy.
Yeah.
Siri, hello. So anyway, to make a long story short, to make a long story short, Aaron Milburn said, "I am going to be on the record," and I said, "I don't have the money to afford you," because he's a big name. You know, when those type of guys, man, when they work with the record labels, they charge money.
And serious
And
money.
I was happy and lucky enough to be their friend, and they said, "I'm going to play in your record."
Oh, man.
And I said, "I don't have the budget for you. I wish." Then they said, "That's not about the money. It's about the happiness. It's about the music."
Yeah.
So that's why Happy Times, which is my new record with Frank Lacey, which Frank Lacey was the music director for Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers for 4 years.
Yeah.
Great trombone player, talented musicians. Those guys are such an inspiration to me. Aaron Milburn, every time I'm on the bandstand with him, I learn every time. He passed away, rest in peace. But I can say I documented that Aaron Milburn not only was my friend, was my mentor and a great pianist and everything else in the world. But he was
Pure love.
like pure love. That's it.
Yeah, that's something that I have been repeating over and over at the NAMM Show. It's all about the love. It has to be about the love. And this is precisely that we want for you guys that are watching to understand that when you do things out of passion, out of that energy that drives you, instead of I want to do this because I need to have a fat wallet, when you do it from here, everything happens. From the support of your family, the support of your friends, something incredible like this. And one of the cool things that, like we were saying, yes, it's about art, yes, it's about expressing, but we also have to have that vision, obviously, of business, because bills, they don't pay themselves, travel, everything has a cost. But the good thing is when you do something that you believe 100% in it, like you said, not only your friends will chime in to help you, but even brands, even people that say, I have the ability to lift you up, so let's do it. So what can you tell a little bit about the support that you have been having with your other family, with your brands, with the sponsors that have an impact on this CD as well?
I have been I've been playing some wonderful drums. That's what my first endorsement was with Canopus drums, Japan. And now Canopus is it's a pretty well-known company. People like Brian Blade, Herbie Mason, and many others. They endorse and play this instrument. They make beautiful snare drum. And I was the very first, me and Ivan Stone, two drummers, we were the very first American US endorser. And in 6 years from now, it's going to be 30 years that I've been playing Canopus drums. And I saw this family really growing, and I saw some great musicians join us, like Herbie Mason and Brian Blade and many others. And so that's Canopus, which I am very grateful to them. Then over the years, playing with people and coming to NAMM Show for my performances. So then I met some other wonderful people and brands, such as the Aquarium drum head, Aquarium drum heads, really great. So then last year, a dear friend of mine and one of my mentor, really that's important, I gotta say this because it's about giving.
Yeah.
The great Horacio El Negro Hernandez.
El big Pulpo. I'm just a little octopus.
I call him the octopus.
Yeah.
The reason why I call him the octopus, because on a drum set, that guy is all over the place, and I really love his music and his drumming and his art.
And he's always pretty happy, smiling.
Yes, and I used to watch Horacio when I was living in Italy. And I first watched Horacio when I was living in Italy, and when I saw him on the videos, on the records, with Michael Camilo and all those people. I was like, one day I wish I can meet him. What happened? Over the years, 3 years ago we met at NAMM. He saw me play.
Okay.
And I was very, excited that
Yeah,
Horacio
yeah.
Negro he stopped by the booth, by a Rotodrum, which I endorse Rotodrum snare from Riccardo Martinazzi, Rotodrum, great instrument, and Londo snare. So I was playing at the Rotodrum booth, and Horacio stopped. That's how I met him. Then I went over to Istanbul, Mehmet, Symbols, because he's one of the main. And Horacio is the one. See, I like to say this, it's important. It's about giving. Horacio really showed me some love. He's the one who made me join the family of Istanbul right here.
Nice.
Istanbul, Mehmet, Symbols. So, and then, as you know, there's other companies that I work with.
No, yeah, we could cover this topic for hours, I assume, and not only the impact of other people that had in you and the brands and everything, and for me it's amazing because, like you said, it's something that happened when you never expected. You were doing your thing, you were enjoying, and out of the story, oh, this guy is watching me. These people are here for my art.
But besides that, seeing my heroes stopping by and paying me a compliment, for me, I wanted to melt. You understand?
Absolutely.
And see, that shows me a lot of things. It shows me that when there is love, truth, loyalty, and love about the music, everything is going to fall in their places.
Absolutely. And one of the I think is really, really important to say here is the very first thing that you have to love is yourself, is what you're doing, is your own voice, because you can be a chopper drummer,
right?
But if you're just playing a technique, if you're not feeling it, what's the point? Whether if you play a solid Billie Jean beat, but you're
well, you gotta feel it. If you love what you do, see, there's a theory that the great Mickey Rooker from Dizzy Gillespie played. Mickey Rooker played, Dizzy Gillespie for 14 years, played with Count Basie, with Ella Fitzgerald. But Mickey Rooker played with everyone, played and recorded with everyone. Rest in peace. He passed away 5 years ago. But Mickey Rooker told me one thing. Because one night I used to play, I was playing at Ortlieb's Jazz House in Philadelphia. And, when I first moved to New York, and there was Mickey Rooker right there. And I was like,
holy.
So, and I asked him, I said, it's such an honor to meet you. And I said, did I sound good tonight? And he was like, did you love what you did? And I said, yeah, I loved it. And he said, and I felt it.
Oh,
so
man.
which means, if you love what you do, people will love it. People will feel that. And you're going to deliver something and give it to them.
Yes.
And he said, we are givers. Even though sometimes we don't get nothing back, but we will still give.
And that is such an amazing feeling, because that is the main thing that I have been noticed here at the NAMM Show. That people are really so open to connecting, to do things, but there are those really, really, how can I say this? Those cherries of the cake that are, for me, you're one of those that are just, let's give, let's do, I'm gonna help you with this, come here, and not everyone understands that love has to come first and success later, not success and then you give love. No.
Attitude means nothing.
Happy times.
Always. Be happy, be happy, be humble, be happy, be humble, respectful, please the hearts, love people, and just stay away from the people, from the negativity. That's all.
Yeah.
Stay away from the negativity, or love yourself, that people will feel that, and they will love you back somehow, somewhere. Somehow, somewhere. Hello.
Absolutely, man. Just to start closing this up, because I appreciate so much for your time, your
My
wisdom,
pleasure.
your words, and
My
I don't
pleasure.
want to take too much of your time. Just two last things.
Yes.
One, if there's someone right now that is watching this, and in his mind or her mind, it's like, yeah, but he's Peppe Merolla, he's been playing all of the years. I'm not that. I wanna quit. I wanna drop. I'm not good, etc., etc. What are you gonna say to them?
I wanted to quit many times. I couldn't do it. If you quit something, that means you really never had the passion for it. Because you cannot ask me to do anything else. You cannot ask me to be somebody who works in the post office, or to get a job and be a teacher. All the respect to all those, because but it's not me and it's not you.
Exactly.
It's not you. Follow your heart. Never stop and be happy. Happy. Follow your heart and never stop. That's it. That's all I can say. Because if you believe in what you do and you love it and you work hard, because nothing happens overnight.
Yes.
If you love something and you have the passion and you got the talent from God that says you were born to be a piano player, or you were born to be a guitarist or a drummer, you have to practice, be consistency, and believe in yourself and just give. Things will come automatically. Things will happen automatically. That's all I can say.
Thank you, man. So there you have it. A lot of wisdom here, a lot of incredible talent, and just to wrap this up, what is Peppe Merolla's life motto daily?
I'm sorry. What was your question?
The Peppe Merolla's daily life motto.
Oh, Pepe is a father. I have a two beautiful daughter, wonderful wife. I have many friends. I listen to music. I'm just like you guys. I wake up in the morning and I like to cook breakfast. I like to cook. I like to enjoy life, enjoy my kids, and watch movies, comedies. I'm always. But one thing I know in my mind, it's always there. The music, what I love. I think about. I move about music. I think about music. Everything I see is related to music. Again, love what you do and keep that in your mind, that subject. In my case, drumming, music in general, 24/7. And then try to be just like the person enjoys life, their family, you have a kid, grandniece, granddaughter, your nephew. Just live a normal life, have fun, because we only live once, be happy, but most of all, follow your heart. That's all I can say.
And I think that's anything. That's, how can I say it? There's nothing left for us to say to you. There's the love, there's the passion. Follow it, work hard, have patience, love yourself, and have fun. Simple.
And I've got to say this one more thing.
Yeah.
I did not say this only because I want to look nice. This is the truth. And the truth sometimes can create so many things like jealousy, this, that. You know what? Wish those people all the best.
Yes.
And keep moving with a smile on the face and happy times.
Perfect. Thank you very much
I
for your time. I love you as well.
Best of luck for your new project, this beautiful adventure. And I'm sure the Pulpo Connect.
Conecta.
Pulpo Conecta is going to be the channel that eventually is going to inspire everyone in the planet.
Aha, man, thank you. So there you go. There you have it, guys. Peppe Merolla,
Thank you.
a top player, an incredible human being, such a warm man, and here we have it. So I hope this video helped you to pick up your sticks, pick up your guitar, go to that dancing lessons, start cooking, whatever that you want to do, just do it. So Peppe, any last goodbye words in Italian?
Io vi mando un abbraccio forte, seguite il vostro cuore e vi porto sempre con me. Peppe Merolla.
Happy times forever.